This Friday on You Plug.
No, this is sauce. Who will mind this? I'm dealing with certain stuff. I would rather go and talk to this particular person.
I wouldn't want that with my partner. To be vulnerable with somebody else other than with me.
Pour out their emotions and their frustrations and their stuff.
Would that then be cheating? Does it warrant for a relationship to end?
We can't be cheating and stuff. That's a whole lot of administration there.
Why
Those
not?
things.
We need balance in life.
What are we balancing? Now we'll end it. Yeah, now I will end to a male bestie. And just
No, I got rid of those.
people are not buffets. You can't choose aspects of their lives that suits you and leave the rest. Yeah, why do you want access? Are you a security guard? Oh, access here. What are you saying? I look like those movies that we used to watch there. Yeah. Mr. Ibu. Well, good evening, friends and family. Welcome to Your Plug. Welcome to the plug that keeps you plugged in. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for choosing Your Plug as your channel of choice. Thank you for engaging our content. And thank you for recruiting other people, those who are doing so. If you have not, please recruit your friends, your boyfriends, your ex-boyfriends, and everyone.
And ex-girlfriends.
And ex-girlfriends. Let them subscribe. They may get something here. You know, you never know. And if you are here for the first time, please subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that when we upload, you will be notified. Beke libeke. And if you happen not to know who this guy is, nag opa o gara malegane ke mna re no msubudo ga fasa wa shatro ga tagas ke ngitene ka mazulu ka mna tuturisa gi goble ba thabu tore moro muthu ko mari tsana buda komo o tshwara muthu. And as always, I'm chilling with my guy here. Hi, Meg.
Hi, friends and family. You're welcome to You Plug. As you can see, there was stuff that we needed to attend to.
Take care of business.
But
man.
You Plug still has to get going.
Yeah, sure.
And we show up nonetheless.
Yeah, we're not trying to look somehow. We just have stuff to do.
But I am Mac. I'm the head and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. I'm a child of the Most High God, blessed and highly favored, a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a nation belonging to God, to declare the praises of Him who has called me
Out of darkness.
out of darkness into the wonderful world of relationships.
Of marriage.
Yeah.
And just make sure that I chip in where I can.
Yes.
So thank you very much, friends and family. We are happy every time to do what we are doing. As Meg has already said, I mean, today we look like serious people, but it's just because between episodes real life happen, and we have to attend to matters and still have to do what you need to do.
But I'm sure you guys don't mind it, right?
No. Who can mind such sauce?
If you mind it, my wife doesn't mind it.
No, this is sauce. Who will mind that sauce? Let's go right into it.
Sure.
We have started a conversation last week, and we encourage those who have not watched the conversation to kind of tap into that anointing of last week. And we want to kind of move into just an emotional aspect of last week's conversation, because last week I think I said something along the lines of we need to talk about this thing. If it's going to continue, we need to talk about it. If it's going to cease, we need to talk about it. We need to be adult about this thing. We can't be cheating and stuff. That's a whole lot of administration there. But we want to kind of switch a little bit into the same conversation, but a different aspect of it, which is emotional grounds to that conversation. The people who are in a relationship with this particular person, but they have this emotional security with someone else that they can they can talk easily with that person, and they can pour out their emotions and their frustrations and their stuff there, and still be with a different, be it a husband or wife or just a boyfriend or someone that they are in a relationship with. But as it comes to those deep emotional subjects, they would rather talk to someone else about those
Why not?
things.
We need balance in life.
What are we balancing?
No, one person can't carry everything. Oh, you wanna carry the deep stuff, the shallow
stuff. Yeah, so we thought we should bring it to you pluggers. What is that? Does that warrant grounds for cheating? If Mac, if your wife is hating about certain stuff, and she talks to someone else, other than yourself, and by someone else I will maybe a close friend who is, even to exaggerate the case, who is an opposite sex to a male bestie. And just
now I got rid of those.
You said there's none.
Now it's clear.
How did you do it?
Tune in to next week's episode to tell you tips on how to get rid of the male bestie.
Come on, man.
With Mac and Mac.
Mac, let's dig into this thing, Mac. Does that warrant cheating?
So for me, my vantage point is, if you're having these conversations and you have to delete or you have to have them in private, where I do not have access to them, and we are in a relationship.
Access, yeah. Why do you want access? Are you a security guard? Access, yeah. What are you saying?
No, I'm just saying if you just have to delete it, if you have to encrypt it in a way that I cannot reach them, even when I'm not looking for them. Okay. If you just keep on
when you are looking,
that's
why you saying those male besties are gone. When you are looking for them,
I know how to deal with them.
Okay. No, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, but yeah. So the conversation for me would start there. Like, why? Yeah, Why do you need to get rid of that? But
some would even say, Mac, because he doesn't understand.
Who doesn't understand?
You don't understand.
Yeah.
If they say you don't understand, and then they would rather talk to.
What is it that I don't understand?
To someone, that emotional ground. Yeah. You don't understand what they're trying. You don't understand them, and that's their opinion of you, or based on their engagement with you. They would rather not engage on certain stuff because they say you will not understand.
Yeah. So then the question, I mean, for me is, what are we doing? Are we just, because if we're trying to build a future together, whether we like it or not, it has to be built on the foundation of trust. That even the deepest of things, I need to trust that if I share them with you, sometimes you don't have to give solutions to the problem, but just pouring out. And I mean, I think one of the things, and I think we had a conversation about this before, is that when somebody says you do not understand me, it's basically that you are always listening to respond. You're listening to give answers to solutions. Why don't you try this and that? But they just want and that's what the male besties do. They're just here to listen. Say, yo, no, I understand. That's all you need to say, that I understand.
No, sometimes that for me, I think sometimes that's even a lie. Sometimes you need to be honest and say, I don't understand what you are going through, but it must be difficult for you.
And that's what that's granted as understanding. Just being there to listen
Sure.
and to be available. And I'm not saying it warrants. Tebi's capturing the father's heart here. You see, so this is the important thing about this episode that we're doing here, and it just played right in front of your eyes. That we're together, we're having the conversation, but your attention is
No,
there.
she just.
So
called me.
that's yeah. I'm just saying that's the nature of relationships
Okay,
and
sure.
the cheating, that you are together, but when one says this, your attention is immediately taken because it says your heart is actually there.
Still back to my question. Does that warrant cheating? If someone go and have other conversation, like being connected emotionally, with this other person, even though I don't regard them, we've passed so many, we've cancelled so many boundaries, and by boundaries I mean we have talked about so deep stuff. So there's fertile ground for that if I'm dealing with certain stuff, I would rather go and talk to this particular person about this thing. What is that? Does that warrant?
Now, for me personally, I don't know if there's anyone who wouldn't mind their partner going to such a deep level of communicating and of sharing. I wouldn't want that with my partner.
Okay.
I wouldn't want them to be vulnerable with somebody else other than with me, because in that state it's just an influx of emotions of that, and connections can be built from that. And if I have to even exaggerate it even further, this is not just somebody who came just now. It's somebody that they grew up with.
We've been there for a long time.
That they grew up with. They understand them. They know them. Where now? What do you do in that case?
Yeah. I asked lots of questions.
Your wife says, but this is the person, he's been there even before you came.
So for me, I will treat this as I've treated the male and female bestie kind of thing. Before I even address this particular person that I'm in a relationship with, I will advise, though I wouldn't in person go and speak with a female bestie or the other person who is close to them. I would just advise, just as I'm sitting here, to say, if someone, if your friend decides to be in a relationship with someone else other than yourself, and you know that you have occupied a very important role in this particular person for a given time, for me, I would advise that person to say, at least be kind enough to give this, to hand this person over, so that they can build that level of relationship. If you do not want to, then I would say you have ulterior motives.
Okay.
I would advise that particular person, but then again, for me, I will come back to your response as well.
Because if let's say we grant it as cheating, you cannot blame the other person. To say that they're the ones that are messing it up.
Sure.
Let's talk to these ones that are in the relationship.
Who is in the relationship? Sure. That's where I am coming now. For me, it's ask yourself that complicated question that you may not even have an answer to. What are we trying to achieve with this relationship? How far do we want to go with it? And if the furthest I want to go with, or it's equal to the one that I'm already having, I want to get into that ground, then that's not far enough.
Sure.
If then you say, for me, even you need to read whoever you the other friend of the bestie. You need to come to a point where you say, I know I pour my heart to this person, but then it's not enough. I need someone that I can really say this and more to create for. But my vantage point would be, what is it that we're trying to achieve on this relationship?
Okay.
What are we working on? Yeah.
I think maybe the U-pluggers may be looking for a direct thing.
Yeah.
Would that then be cheating?
Yes.
Yes. Does it warrant for a relationship to end?
Yes. For now, I will end it. Yeah, now I will end it, because my desire is to want to be someone that you can trust, you can depend on, you can, because my understanding is, we don't come, relationships are not, people are not buffets. You can't choose aspects of their lives that suits you and leave the rest. Now, if you are going to really be mine, as the Bible would say, that a husband will belong to their wife and the wife will belong to, obviously that will be a shallow level of it on a boyfriend and girlfriend, but essentially that will be, if you are really going to belong to me fully and I'm going to belong to you, then we have to talk about things that we cannot even talk about to other people. But also, Meg, I want to also say there should also be a space for venting sometimes in a relationship, where you don't need to necessarily be a person to, and for me, I'm talking in a context of mentor, having a mentor instead of this mentor where I feel like we are not reaching each other, and sometimes it could be me and my resistance, and I need to take that to someone, to a mentor, to say, this is how I am feeling, so that they will give me an unbiased. They will tell me if that's just you, or maybe the two of you need to work on this. So there need to be a ground where I can go and vent and get a different perspective, so that I can continue to love this person better. But that, for me, that ground, I wouldn't recommend a best friend, but because even with those things, even though I would suggest you speak to this person, you still have to come back to address this issue with this person, so that you will break this barrier and go even deeper in a relationship. I don't know.
No, I mean, I like that, because we're not trying to isolate the individual.
Yeah, sure.
Like, my aim is not to isolate my wife and make her cut
ties with other people.
With other people.
Sometimes it can even be friends or family or aunts or whoever.
Yeah, and at the same time, like, we need to have or reach a level of maturity in a way that, like you're saying, that have that space for venting, because the honest thing would be that you won't get everything in me.
Yeah, sure.
And
yeah, because you are not all sufficient.
Unfortunately. And I don't have all the answers. So if you're going to, I would say, if you're going to even seek counsel from another person, that it should be somebody who respects your relationship, who respects you, that. And who has your best of interest at heart, and the best of the relationship itself. Because
not already one person who's already biased against, who's when you're already on a negative on that person's face. I guess that goes with maturity of a relationship.
Sure. Because also with counselors, they would say that as soon as there starts to be like a emotional attachment and where it just gets,
that relationship needs to cease.
They need to start referring, because already it's compromised.
Too much. They were vested. There's just too much. They are already what is this word? Entangled, for a lack of better word. Friends, what do you think? What's happening there by your relationship? How are you navigating this? Being emotionally vested in someone else, and how is that working for you? We would love to learn. And
sometimes the problem is, sometimes the problem is how you find out that they are venting.
Oh yeah.
Because you end up, it's like two wrongs don't make
A right.
a right,
Yeah,
because we said we're gonna keep our lives private or
Private.
have our own privacy. But when you going into their phones
Yeah, sure.
to look for those
To look
confessions
for-
that you
yes.
found where they are venting.
Begin to search. That's when
So who
trust
cheated
is,
in this case?
That's when trust is compromised. let's friends and family, we would love to hear from you. What's your view? What's your opinion? What's happening there by you? Are you winning? Are you struggling with the same? Are you trying to establish grounds but you are not winning? How can we journey alongside each other? Let's exchange notes so that we will grow together and be a better community
Sure.
of lovers.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you have some personal experiences that you can share, please feel free to do so. If it's confidential, we have our social platforms where you can reach out to us, and we promise to keep you anonymous. But we want to explore this even further.
Yeah,
that
sure.
what warrants it as cheating?
As
What
cheating.
experiences have you had? Maybe you've recovered from it and you guys are doing great now. Maybe it was a journey of no return where things couldn't even get any better than they were. So what has your experiences been? Please do feel free to share with us.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much, friends and family. From the two of us, remain plugged, remain connected. Ciao.